Why is the entire Eagles team so fine?
She had me with Jalen Hurts. Now it's the entire Eagles team.
Y'all probably got the finest team in football.
Next halftime show.
No, listen. But we said this a little bit off camera that it's like people do this every year with the halftime show.
People do this every year with the halftime show.
But they're like, this was the worst show I've ever seen.
They did it with Beyonce.
They do it all the time.
I heard he getting back to his little roots or whatever with Ty Dolla $ign. I don't really know how I feel about that though.
What?
Ty Dolla $ign?
What do you mean? Getting back to his roots with Ty Dolla $ign?
Like he's getting back to his like lover boy roots.
Why do you say Ty Dolla $ign though?
Is Ty Dolla $ign not going to be on this album? It's a joint album.
It's Party Next Door.
Oh, I always get Ty Dolla $ign at Party
Do
Next
you
Door.
really?
Always. I'll be honest. Always. I've always gotten Ty Dolla $ign at Party Next Door mixed up. I'm be honest with you. I'm not even like it. Like we could take the wine glass out of it. I would have done it. Yeah.
Really?
I think I've been saying that all day, and no one's corrected me actually. Yeah, Ty Dolla $ign at Party Next Door. They not like cousins or something?
Hello.
Ew.
We're not gonna talk about it.
We ain't gonna talk about it.
We're not gonna talk about it.
I'm gonna just say all the greatest YouTubers have taken breaks.
Plenty of them.
It's happened.
And y'all ain't finna.
We're on the road to greatness.
You're not gonna come for me.
We on the road to greatness.
You're not gonna come for me.
Y'all see the hoodie? I know where we been.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
On the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly. Do you remember it?
No. I've only heard it a couple times. And I feel like each time it sounds different because everyone was drunk. So I really don't know how it goes. I really don't.
Oh my gosh.
But the Eagles won the gosh darn Super Bowl.
They did it, y'all. They did it.
How you feel?
I mean,
being from Philly.
So if y'all didn't know, I'm from Philly. Man, that was a game. That was a master class from the Eagles. Amazing defensive line.
Them Bulls won the Super Bowl.
Them Bulls.
They won that, John.
All right. You had me with the Bulls. I ain't gonna lie to you. That one kind of came off clean.
Did it really?
John, you got to work on the John.
They won that, John.
They won that John.
You're
saying John?
John.
On. Say on. John. Never mind. She'll get it. She'll get it one day.
I'm from Georgia.
But man, so we came back from Philly. Almost didn't make it back.
Oh my gosh. It was like, what was that clip? What was that clip from? When it was like people running. What is that clip? That game that you play. The zombie game.
Oh, The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. Bro, that's literally how it felt. We were
running for our lives. Trying to survive, trying to get back. We had a flight at like 5:00 in the morning. Had to get to the airport at 3.
We barely made
it out of Philly alive, man.
It was worth it though.
Oh my gosh. Love my city. It was worth it.
It was worth it.
It was amazing. The whole city was painted green.
And then in flames.
Painted green and then in flames. Shout out to the Eagles. Shout out to Philly.
Can I just mention something without you getting mad?
Jalen Hurts.
That's not what I was gonna say.
I was finna be pissed.
Look, we listen and we don't judge. Okay, you ready? You have to commit to it though.
What?
Can you commit to the we listen and we don't judge?
Sure. Something on my eye. What? There's something.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Why is the entire Eagles team so fine?
She had me with Jalen Hurts. Now it's the entire Eagles team.
Y'all probably got the finest team in football.
Next halftime show.
No, listen. This is for the girls. Y'all probably have the finest team in football. Did you know that?
This how you want to come back?
What?
This how you want to come back?
What? I'm being so serious and you're being so salty. Did you know that y'all's team was that attractive?
No.
Even down to y'all's coach, he kind of cute for a white guy.
Oh, now the coaches. Let's be honest. If they never would have won the Super Bowl, no one would ever be riding them this hard. I'll be honest with you.
That is not true.
I'll be honest. No one's ever talked about the coach. No one's ever talked about the coach until they won the Super Bowl. I've never heard anything about the coach. Jalen Hurts, okay. Saquon Barkley, okay. My mom loves Goddard.
I actually don't even think Saquon Barkley is that attractive. I just think he's really good at what he does. Like, in the face, he's not... I won't say he's not attractive. Sorry, Saquon. I think he's not quite my type. But because he's so good at what he does and his demeanor is so like...
Jalen Hurts isn't your quote-unquote type and you think he's fine.
He's like 90s fine, though. They don't make him like that no more. He kind of remind me of...
I found out that nigga's 26.
He's our age, yeah.
What are they feeding y'all in the NFL? God.
You're cussing a lot. Is it the wine?
I actually censored myself. I said the y'all feeding.
No, I'm saying before.
Oh, I mean, I was at my job. I am a bartender.
He came home drunk and he wasn't even working today.
Came in drunk. And I wasn't working today. That's why I wasn't drunk. I'm never drunk when I'm working.
Oh, yeah. Let me not incriminate you.
Oh, here she come.
Big Kai with her harness on wrong.
Now we really back like we never left.
Yeah, and like in true black household fashion, Christmas decorations are still up. They are still up.
If we could pan the cameras, the Christmas tree. You will see the Christmas tree.
Your mom is gonna be so annoyed by that.
Oh my God,
she's gonna be so annoyed by that. My mom too. Like, it is February. Yeah, take that now.
Yeah, we'll get to it one day. We'll get to it one day as soon as we put up this second couch.
Oh my gosh, I ordered a couch so long ago, and that couch still has not been put
still
together.
Sitting there in the box at the front door, y'all.
Like,
we get into it. We trying. Life been lifing.
I've been asking him to put it together with me for the longest, and he always pushes it off. And he's not even gonna argue with that because he knows it's true.
Fly, Eagles,
anyway,
fly.
Back to the Super Bowl. So, yes, the Super Bowl was great. Like you were saying, Eagles played a beautiful game of football.
Beautiful game, masterclass. The defensive line, like I said, amazing, yo. I was just talking to one of my regulars today at the bar, and he was just like, when you think about it, usually most NFL teams rely on the blitz. Mm-hmm. He said they didn't even need to blitz when you look at the game. It was just the 4. Because usually, you know, when you blitz, it's 5. And so that means you're disregarding the cover, like the outside cover or whatever. He said just them 4 alone were putting so much pressure on what's his name? Post Malone.
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes. It was putting so much pressure on him that even then there was no one he could throw it to.
I mean, what's his name? Travis Kelce didn't touch the ball the whole first half.
Travis Kelce didn't touch the ball.
He didn't touch the ball the whole first half. That is like unheard of for the Chiefs. I don't know who the Chiefs thought they were playing, but like I think they greatly underestimated the Eagles. Greatly, I think they walked into that game thinking it was going to be a cakewalk because they beat the Eagles before. Mm-hmm. But this isn't the same Eagles team that they played in, what was that, Super Bowl like 56 or something? Mm-hmm. That's not that same team from 2-3 years ago. I can't remember what Super Bowl it was, but it's not the same team.
Yeah. That was, 2 years ago?
Was it 2 years ago?
I think it was 2 years ago.
Okay, so
but they're not the same team.
It's not the same team. Not the same team. And you could tell even from the Eagles season, surprised that the Falcons beat the Eagles. Give it up for the Dirty Birds.
For the Dirty Birds.
Oh my gosh. But I mean, obviously you don't win everything. Mm-hmm. You know, you're not gonna have a perfect season. But you could tell the Eagles were just a team that they learned from each game. Mm-hmm. That was kind of my impression of them this season, and like looking back at their games and like highlights and stuff. Because I didn't watch every Eagles game, but like looking back at like, you know, the teams that they played and just how like you could tell things did get better. I mean, they had some injuries along the way and stuff like that, but they took it all like a champ.
Yeah. I think Saquon Barkley was definitely the last piece to the puzzle that they needed to really get that offense on. And after that,
I know the Giants are so sick to lose Saquon Barkley.
Man,
so sick.
They let him go. Didn't even get nothing for it.
No.
Like, that is sick. That's sick. And then,
but he knew the Giants wasn't going to be a Super Bowl team.
Yeah.
He knew that.
Yeah.
And he was just like, let me go. I don't care. And Philly said, hey.
We'll take that.
Hey, come here.
We'll take that. We'll take that. And like a well-oiled machine, they rocked. They did what they had to do. I think they definitely, the Eagles were the best team to like pull the best out of him.
Yeah, and I agree.
And we've seen
I think he's had really good chemistry with those guys on the Eagles. They play very well
even
together.
Post Super Bowl, watching some of their interviews, watching some of the content that's been coming out of the Eagles, their chemistry is there.
Their chemistry is there, and I will say, fineness aside, they are a team. They are a team that I feel like they do carry themselves with so much class.
Humble.
They're
a
humble team.
I won't lie. Give it to Jalen.
He's such a humble guy.
Like, they're humble.
He's a humble guy.
Humble.
Because I think so many of them also have been counted out time and time again. Like, they have called Jalen Hurts an overrated quarterback.
That's what my regular was saying.
He's not this.
He said somehow he was like, y'all always make it to the Super Bowl. Y'all might not win, but for some reason, everyone seems to count the Eagles out. And he was like, even now, he was like, I feel like now that they won the Super Bowl next year, he was like, next season, he was like, they're going to be like, well, we'll see what the Eagles are going to do this. Stop counting them out. And he's not even an Eagles fan. He's not even, I think they have a big chance to run it back to back. And then
they have a wonderful squad. The Eagles are a problem now.
I think we did get rid of whoever mind you, I'm still a casual NFL watcher.
I watch more football than he does.
She watches more football than me, but they gave away their like offensive coach or something like that. Something like that. It's
the offensive coordinator?
Offensive coordinator, yeah. They gave him away to I can't remember, but they gave him him away.
I don't know too much about that.
But he's the coach now. He's a coach now, like a full on like
coach too. Okay, like a head coach.
Head coach, yeah. But wow. they gave the way.
They probably offered him a crazy contract.
Offensive coordinator. So as long as like the new one doesn't come in trying to do too much.
Offensive coordinators are they are huge parts of the team, though.
Yeah. So we'll see. But
I mean, it's not going to make or break.
For now, we won. You know what I mean? And
I'm actually as much. I'm so happy to see the Chiefs lose. It was kind of disappointing to see them play like that.
Okay, so then that's what another thing that my regular was saying. He was like a lot of like people. He was like, because he actually played for UGA, if I'm not mistaken, football player for UGA. So a lot of them people he knew that was on that defensive line because most of that defensive line came from UGA.
Yeah.
And they call them like the Philly Bulldogs or something like that.
They do.
And so he was like, bro, the thing is, everybody's like, why was Patrick Mahomes playing like that? He said, bro, you get cracked a couple times.
True.
After a while, it not only does it get to you mentally, physically, that's a toll. He was like, you know what I mean?
Ain't supposed to be getting hit like that.
It's so easy to watch the game and be like, oh, why is he playing like that? He said that man got cracked a few times.
He got sacked like what, 4 or 5 times?
4 or 5 times. Like you get cracked like that.
And them boys, they some big boys. One of the defensive. Wait, I don't know if he's a defensive lineman or an offensive lineman, but one of y'all's linemen he's Samoan.
Oh,
and he was a rugby player.
And he be moving.
And he came to play. He didn't have no experience in football, and that man is a beast. I can't think of his name, but he is a beast. You don't want to get hit by him.
Oh my
at all.
Gosh, yeah.
I don't know what position he plays, if he's offensive or defensive, but that is a big
big boy.
I need a B-boy. Give me a B-boy. He is big. Yeah.
So like he said, you get cracked a few times. Like he said, it's easy to watch it on the sidelines, but he was like, he played football. So he was like, bro.
It's a very physical game. So it does make sense. Like y'all, and I told you that when we were watching it, I was like, y'all's defense is eating.
Honestly, that to me was the best part, watching them play. That pick six.
Crazy.
Oh my God.
Cooper DeJean.
He's a rookie. He's a rookie. Rookie too, right?
He's a rookie.
Yeah. like I said, man, amazing. I can't wait to see what they do next season.
I mean, my dad will always say, though, when it came to football, especially, he was like, defense wins games. That's what he would always tell me. If if you could stop that other team from scoring, like, your offense can be okay.
It can mess up, yeah.
Your offense can be okay. Like, they could put a couple points on the board, but not, like, score on every play. But if your defense is just, like, impenetrable.
And let's not talk about, I ain't gonna cop. I was a Jalen Hurts hater.
He was.
I was a Jalen Hurts hater. He ate down. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He ate down, bro. Like, I can't even.
I don't know why 8 down is taking me out here and you say that. Clock that T. Clock that T.
Nah, yeah, like, he ate, bro. Like, so I've never.
He threw an interception and no one talked about it.
He threw because he threw the interception and he didn't let it get to him. He's a very poised player. He didn't let it get to him. That's one thing I can give to him. He didn't let it get to him, and he played his game.
I think because he also has trust in his offense. His defense. He has trust in his teammates
that they're not gonna let them do.
They're not gonna capitalize off that. Didn't do a dang thing with
he
that.
got right back on that field and then
they scored, I believe, on that drive. I believe they scored. So I feel like he was like, they're gonna stop him.
Masterclass. Matt, I'm proud to be
even y'all's kicker was eating, and he wasn't eating all season.
All season, they wouldn't even let him kick.
I'm shocked. He was just like, man, the Super Bowl, I really got to train this leg. Like, what was he kicking?
I really think it was that loss.
I think it was.
That original loss. Can't let it happen. Not twice.
I mean, I think he kicked the longest field goal of his career in the Super Bowl. I think it was, what was it, like 50 yards, 52 yards?
It was like 50-something, 56.
And he made it.
56, yeah.
Shook. Y'all's team, the Eagles, y'all did that.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Now let's talk about like what I actually know.
That halftime.
Come on now. So now this is like, it's like when I tell you this was the perfect weekend for me. The perfect weekend. Not only did we win the Super Bowl, but I got to see Kendrick Lamar during his halftime show.
Kendrick Lamar Jackson.
Okay. Kendrick
I don't know
Lamar
why I never made that
Jackson
joke before.
III.
Right. Kendrick Gene Lamar Jackson.
That was
Homeboy 8.
That was a beautiful halftime show for me.
People are mad about it though.
And surprisingly, people are actually giving him a lot of hate for it.
They are.
Even though it's the most viewed.
It is the most viewed halftime show. But we said this a little bit off camera that it's like people do this every year with the halftime show.
People do this every year with the halftime show.
But they're like, this was the worst show I've ever seen.
They did it with Beyonce.
They do it all the time.
I'll be honest, I don't think I heard that much hate from The Weeknd when he did it. The Weeknd, I ain't gonna cap.
The Weeknd's halftime show was great.
I did it. I remember hearing it a little bit with Usher. Why he ain't do this song? Why they ain't do that song? I heard it
with Rihanna's halftime too.
Rihanna's
halftime was eating.
Come on, wasn't she pregnant during that?
Yeah, she was pregnant during that. They were like, she's not moving.
Still hitting the choreo. Whatever. Either way.
And you can't please everybody.
It's a 13-minute show.
Yeah, exactly.
You're supposed to give your greatest hits within 13 minutes, and people argued, he didn't do his greatest hits. He didn't do nothing from Good Kid, Mad City. He ain't do nothing
from the whole song. Why would he do that's like a third of the show.
Like, come on, man. 13 minutes and you have to perform. And not only that, people are like people were arguing before the show that Kendrick Lamar don't have hits enough to like really keep the people sustained. Man, when I tell you, everybody I've talked to has loved that Super Bowl halftime show. Everyone I talked to. And why would I perform old songs when I just made a classic album not too long, like 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Bro, what? I have hits. Squabble Up. Hit. They Not Like Us. Hit. Turn His TV Off. Hit. Luther. Hit. All off my most recent
Dodger
album.
Blue. I did want to hear Dodger Blue.
I did. I just wanted to hear 30 for 30.
Oh, 30 for 30 was good too.
I just wanted to hear 30 for 30 and I would have been cool. But then everybody also, and then on the other side of like, you know, I guess Kendrick Lamar being this conscious rapper, oh, Trump was there. Why didn't he perform All Right? Why didn't he perform Blacker to Berry? Mind you, if you peep the whole halftime show, the whole point of it was him breaking down that as a black artist on that stage in America, you can't do everything you want to do.
Yeah. Also, we ain't gonna be all right.
Ain't gonna be all right.
I'm a little pessimistic right now.
We're not gonna be all right. And if you think
not gonna be all right,
and if you think one rapper is finna save us,
he should have did King Kunta.
He should have. They said that. I swear to God. They said he's a coon. He didn't do King Kunta. Come on
Ridiculous.
now, y'all.
I mean, we just gotta be all the way for real. When we talk about these things, like you were saying, like there's only so much you could do with the halftime show.
It's only so much,
and they don't get paid for it. They don't.
There are people still breaking the I promise you, there are going to be people still breaking this halftime show from months from now, still finding new things. Kendrick Lamar is concise. He plans out everything he knows. Even on my first view watching it, with Samuel L. Jackson playing Uncle Sam, telling him what he can and cannot do, that was already powerful enough. It's
very powerful. I think people have a hard time with what's the word? People have a hard time with just like, God, I can't think of the word, but I don't want to say a storyline. That's not it, but with certain like motifs, people have a hard time with certain motifs and like understanding them, because people want to take things so literally and so like it's just black and white when things are not just black and white,
or red, white, and blue in this case, which you had a bunch of black people in red, white, and blue, mind you, forming the American flag, symbolizing that. I don't even want to like, and then now I sound like that Kendrick Lamar fan, that America was built off of black people's back. It's like, it wasn't black and white, as you say. You had to break it down and look at it for what it was. Man, he did everything that he could on that stage in a very, like I said, in a very concise and planned way that wasn't so in your face. And I liked that. I loved it.
But it was also like, well, one thing that we talk about too, like, you know, we're both trained in theater, and Kendrick Lamar is a very theatrical person. Like a lot of things that he do, they're just very theatrical.
It was built in 3 acts.
Yeah.
He had 3 acts. He said, nah, that was too ghetto. Then he went into his biggest hits with SZA. Then everybody was like, oh, he didn't perform his hits. All the Stars is one of the biggest mainstream songs that they have. It's SZA's 3rd best-selling song. Like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, but what I was saying with the theater thing, though, was like, you also have to assume, too, that your audience, like, will understand. So, like, things are not going to be so blatant in your face. I'm doing this to make a statement. Like, you have to assume that your audience is smart enough to understand what's going on. And I would like to argue that everyone that's acting so oblivious and so like obtuse to like, I don't get it. You got it.
You got it.
You got it. They weren't hard to understand at all.
And if you didn't get it, it wasn't for you. They not like us.
But the thing is, people love to act ignorant to things because they don't want to have the conversation on why did this affect so many people. Like, I didn't get it. I just didn't get it. Yes, you did. It just made you uncomfortable. And you don't want to talk about it. But you understood it.
And in fact, even some of his criticism was that it was too first it was too hotep, it was too black power, then it wasn't black power enough. People love to hate. I also think now that Kendrick did dismantle Drake, that he is one of the top rappers, it just comes with the territory. People are gonna hate.
People are gonna hate. I mean, you can't satisfy everybody.
Satisfy everybody.
That's being an artist. That's being somebody who works in an industry where literally it's service. Like entertainment is a service industry, and
I feel like he did it the best way he could. In my opinion, I think that was the best way he could. It wasn't super extravagant. It wasn't super black power. In my opinion, he pandered to an audience to a certain degree, and
but it was also very Kendrick Lamar. He was not going to go up there and put on a show that, you know,
They were like, what choreo? It's Kendrick Lamar. You thought he was going to be pop locking up there?
Like, he's not Chris Brown.
Not Usher. Like, come on.
He is a rapper doing a halftime show for
mind you, the first rapper to main stage a halftime show, mind you.
The first rapper?
He is the first rapper to like main stage, meaning he's the only one.
Oh, the only one. Oh, yeah.
I mean, like Travis Scott did it, but he did it with the Red Hot Chili Peppers or something like that. True. And then Dr. Dre was up there. Dr. Dre's a producer and bought up rappers.
Yeah.
And Kendrick Lamar was one of them. Eminem, Snoop, but he's the first rapper to do the whole thing by himself, other than SZA, with no other rappers. So yeah, that's a very hard. Hip hop is already looked at in this very restricted category already. It's already, you know what I mean? You can't do this. You can't do that. Yeah. And I don't think people understand rap is a hard thing to perform.
Oh yeah.
Breath control, all of that. You wanted him hip hopping, skippity doobity.
He was moving a lot.
He was moving. That man was there running down the field.
And he's small, so he got to take a lot of steps. He do. And them bell bottom jeans looked a little tight. So his movement was restricted.
Jacket.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot he could do. In New Orleans, humidity wasn't too much. He had to move, and he still his breath control set.
And everything was clear.
Let's talk about my girl SZA.
Beautiful.
Go ahead, get your rocks off.
Gorgeous. I mean, elegant. You know what I mean? This world, concrete, flowers grow. She was eating.
A lot of people were saying that they feel like she was lip syncing.
No, I just think the mixing was bad. I'll be honest. I think the only thing I will say, my only critique, I think the music was just louder than her.
Yeah, I think it was also louder than Kendrick too.
And the music was louder than Kendrick too.
But I don't think she was lip syncing. She sounded like, to me, she was singing live.
Bro, it was like a run that she hit.
It sounded really good.
And it sounded really good. And we both was like, oh, snaps.
Yeah, she did a good job. And her stage presence was really good. I love SZA.
I love SZA. SZA, it's SZA, y'all. She did what she had to do. And she performed well. Like I said,
if it were up to me,
I make these letters, nobody's no sympathy. Don't copyright us, y'all. I know we sound just like Kendrick and SZA. But yeah, nah. I'm just not getting. That's a non-alcoholic rosé, ain't it?
I'm just delirious. I worked all day today.
I'm sorry. Mm-hmm.
I cut your train of thought off.
No, you good. I don't know what I was talking about, but
we were just talking about SZA and Kendra. Yeah. SZA and Kendra.
Yeah.
Kendra Lamarcia.
Kendrick Lamarcia. Yeah, nah, they did good. They did amazing.
Excited for the concert.
That made me very excited for the concert, because if they did all of this within 13 minutes, imagine what 2 hours.
You think they bring in Doechii with them?
I hope they bring. I hope they bring Doechii. No, but yeah. I hope they bring Doechii. She all right.
She all right.
Hmm? No, like, she cool. She make good music.
I feel like Doechii would like me before she liked you.
That's not fair. That's completely not fair.
What she say, Nissan Altima?
I'm a real by Henry Coast. No, not that one.
No, well, she said something else like, "One and Donna Benny Hamid, this tsunami, her," something like that.
The tsunami, her.
She said,
"I'm the new hip hop Donna.
I'm the trap Grace Jones. I don't know what type of."
Yeah, they bring Doechii out. That's it. I mean, Doechii. If we can segue, Swagway. If we could segue,
You can't talk on this podcast. I'm not drunk. This is not alcoholic, so
I'm drunk. If we could segue, Doechie's been getting hate too.
oh man, they don't. People on, especially on Twitter. Twitter's like the home of the haters.
Man, home of the
hate
haters.
getting on Twitter
It's like,
sometimes.
I don't even be surprised anymore. Oh, she's an industry plant.
Where did she come from?
Where did she
Her
come
music is
from?
so. They
How
foaming
did
at the
she
mouth
win a
talking about
Grammy?
Doechii.
How did she win a Grammy? I've never heard of her. One, Alligator Bites Don't Heal, other than to me, GNX was one of the best albums for
That
me.
album eats.
That album eats. She got bangers. She has hits.
She can
Her
rap. She can sing. She looks good.
and
Visuals
she can
eat.
dance. Her Grammy
Yeah.
performance was
she
honestly
ate.
one of the best performances I've seen this year.
She ate.
Honestly, I would say better than the Kendrick Lamar halftime show. I'll be honest, just based off of that. But I mean, it was like a couple 3 minutes, 2 songs, so it was like a little bit less room for her to mess up. But
Yeah.
Amazing for that to be your first big performance
She
at
ate.
the Grammys at that. Woosah, she's fire, man. Yeah, I hate the industry plant allegations.
Everyone's an industry plant when people don't ever hear of somebody.
Just because you ain't never heard of her, don't make her an industry plant,
It's like me
man.
being like, Chaperone's an industry plant.
Even those facts,
Like,
even though
so I
she's
don't
been
listen to that.
signed to TDE for, I think this is like her second year now. You didn't hear her before when she was already there. She made her little TikTok banger, and then she made an album. It was a perfect run,
They're like, what songs does she have?
man.
She's so persuasive.
Like, is that not a hit? Like,
She's
stop,
so
man.
And SZA was on the remix.
And
so
SZA
good.
was on the remix. Like I said,
What it is?
what's up? That's the TikTok banger. Little love. People, I just think people don't know it's her. Because I'll be honest, I didn't know that was her.
Yeah, I played it in the car once. You were like, who is this? I said,
Doechii. I
Doechii?
didn't know that was her. That's actually because
She like, in those songs, she's like singing.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people don't really realize that she can sing.
Mm-hmm.
But she can sing.
she's very talented. Very talented. She's been getting a lot of hate. Oh my gosh. I guess the Grammys. We haven't talked about the Grammys. Beyonce's been getting a lot of hate. But I don't want to get her revved up. I don't want to get her tilted. I don't want to get her tilted.
Let me just say this thing. This one
Get it
thing.
off, big bro.
Beyonce is a living legend. I don't care how you feel about her. I don't care. I'm not Beehive by any means. I don't stan nobody. Because to me, they all just people. But you cannot deny the career that this woman has had, the impact that this woman has had, the influence that this woman has. Like, she is a living legend. And the fact that she has never won Album of the Year. I know she has won so many freaking Grammys, it's ridiculous.
But never
that she has
won
never
Album
won
of the
Album
Year.
of the Year until now. It is so disrespectful. And for people to be upset that she won because they don't quite like Cowboy Carter, she is well overdue an Album of the Year. I don't care if they gave it to her
Should've been
and she
one.
had an album where she was just on the album going shooba dee bop boo. I don't care.
She should have been one.
She should have been one.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Cowboy Carter is so good.
It is. It's really
So
good.
And I think
They're
people,
like, oh, it's not it won country album of the year.
but when you
It's
listen
not
to
a
that
country
album, it is a beautiful, cohesive piece, and it is country. It is country.
Just because you add different elements to country does not make it country.
Also, she's a country woman.
No, let's be honest. She's a black woman, a black country woman, and y'all don't.
They don't like it. They don't like it.
Let's stop censoring
And she
it
also
for
has
what it
a
is.
country legend, Dolly Parton, on the
Gave
album.
her flowers.
Dolly's on the album.
Come on now.
She covered Jolene. Like, she has so many country references also on the album. Like, it is just weird that people are like, it's not country because like
Bro,
people
I've seen
only.
so many videos, so I don't know why.
The fact that she wasn't even nominated at the Country Music Awards.
Crazy.
Shabuzi wasn't even acknowledged.
Like I said, they're black. Let's.
Like,
I don't care. I don't
know.
care.
Country fans are just weird to me because it's like they're like that's not real country because they're black. Let me tell you, it is though. It is though.
It is.
Because country was made by black people.
black.
The banjo was made by black people. It is based off an instrument that came from Africa. So if you want to talk about what's real country, let's talk about how it's not you. Those of you that hail from the Caucasus Mountains, it's not you.
But Taylor Swift country, and she's from Pennsylvania.
Hello, this woman is from Texas. Beyonce is from Texas, but she's not country. She got roots from Alabama and Louisiana, but she's not country.
Talk about it. It's because she's black. I don't think black people are.
Like,
oh my God! Don't
and then
get
Billie
me revved
Eilish
up.
fans just literally made me.
They said all Billie Eilish.
She was
crying.
snubbed. She was
snubbed. But let's talk about all the other years Beyonce was snubbed.
Also,
she made Lemonade and didn't get nominated.
Also, Billie Eilish has already won Album of the Year. Let's talk about it.
Talk about before Beyonce.
Before Beyonce did.
So now white
on her debut album.
Now white people, because I've only seen white people, and yes, I'm gonna make it that because I'm drunk. I don't care. I'm not censoring myself on this podcast anymore. We got mics and cameras, therefore we could say whatever we want. that feeling that you got this year, Billie Eilish fans, that's what we felt for years for Beyonce. That's what she has felt for years.
But when Beyonce is crying and she's upset or whatever the case may be,
it's like, get over it.
She's so
dramatic.
And but with Billie Eilish is kind of like, she really wanted this. She put her heart and soul into it. Like Beyonce doesn't put her heart and soul into everything that she does.
Like I just want to talk about Lemonade. It was a masterpiece.
Lemonade was a masterpiece, but they didn't like Lemonade because they feel like Lemonade was it had too much racial things in it. And she's a black woman. She speaks from her experiences. This is what it is.
Stop being racist, and we won't have to have racial propaganda.
I'm sorry. A woman who literally performed at Coachella and had one of the biggest Coachella performances ever. Mm-hmm. I still listen to that live album to this day. That live album needs a Grammy. I don't even know if it has won one, but it deserves one. Because that masterpiece. It is just weird to me that you could look at artists who have clearly influenced the game. People would die. People would literally go crazy to have Beyonce on one of their tracks.
They're talking about, it was like one clip of like Miley Cyrus, like before she even opened it, I think she said, if you don't get this, Beyonce, I'm done. And they're like, it's because her and Jay-Z, they're back there killing people, which they could probably be. I don't know. It's Jay-Z. I don't know.
He bought her this Grammy.
Whoa. It's Beyonce, y'all.
Like, it is just weird to me to talk about her as if she is not deserving.
Like she's just some rookie, some new artist.
If she was just like a mediocre artist that everyone's just like, oh, she's so good, but it's like, no, she's literally so deserving of everything.
Like she ain't been the shiz not eat since Destiny's Child.
She's been running this game for 25 years.
My gosh, bro. Stop it.
She's been doing this for a long time. As long as we've been alive, basically.
As long as we've been alive, bro.
And what artist do you know that was out when Beyonce was out or debuted when Beyonce debuted and is still at the top of their game, running along with new, younger, hotter, quote unquote, artists with more energy and all of this? Who do you know is still out here killing it 25 years later?
And let's be honest, I still haven't seen an artist that's outperforming her.
Oh, no.
I still haven't seen an artist that's out singing her, out dancing her. I ain't gonna cap Beyonce. You wrong for them ticket prices, though, but people buying them, so maybe you not.
They said Blackbird singing in the parking lot.
So you might not be wrong because they gonna pay for them, I guess. But you low key wrong.
She low key wrong, but I've seen her for Renaissance, so I'm not gonna be too mad. You win some, you lose some.
You lose some. But we finna see Kendrick.
I think Beyonce is very deserving of her win.
I'm glad she won it.
I'm glad she won too.
I'm actually glad people are mad.
Be mad, die mad. I don't care. All she got to do is be black and die. She don't gotta coddle y'all's feelings no more. Mm-hmm. And just because people be like, I've never even listened to Cowboy Carter, I've never even heard of it. Well, good thing you're not the one picking who wins the Grammys. Who cares? Random person from South Carolina.
Let's also
how you
talk
feel about Cowboy Carter?
The fact that this year the Grammys not only has one of the most black people voting, the most young people voting. That means for years it's just been, and the most women voting. That means for years it's just been white, old men voting on what these songs are.
And I'm sorry, like U2 has won album of the year. Have you heard of a U2 album?
Who?
Exactly. But you don't see us complain about U2's album.
I'll be honest. Somebody, man, I watched the whole video on somebody going on so many times black people have been snubbed. Outkast lost to, what was it? What did I say? John Mayer?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
But I know John Mayer is big for white people. I don't know who, I don't even, you could point him out in a crowd. I wouldn't even know what John Mayer looks like. Is it Joe Biden? Maybe. Racist? I don't know. I could be.
Oh, my God.
Cut the cameras because I'm drunk. I don't care. I'm saying whatever. John Mayer, Outkast. Hey, y'all.
He's feeling very strongly about this.
It's like we've been snubbed for years.
A black woman
hasn't. One time that a black woman wins, everybody's like just so like.
A black woman hasn't won album of the year since 1999.
That's
since 1999
and we're in 2025 and
we're
crying about it.
About 23-year-old Billie Eilish. She'll have another chance to win her second album of the year.
Multiple chances, and I'm sure y'all gonna give it to her next year. Whatever, man. Like
it's okay. Taylor Swift has won like how many times? Ask me if I've listened to those albums, but guess what? It's not up to me if I've listened to them. I'm not the one voting. And I have nothing against Taylor Swift personally. I don't care for her music too much, but I have nothing against her. She can't really dance.
She look like
her performing isn't my cup of tea.
Two broomsticks in an argument.
Oh, see, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna body shame now. We ain't gonna do that.
It's not body shaming. Two broomsticks in an argument. Okay, two whales in an argument. What do you want me to say? Two traffic signs in an argument. Either way, whatever it is, they're in an argument. They're not agreeing.
Oh my God. Taylor, don't cancel us. I know you have a lot of power.
No, seriously, we're just a humble podcast.
You can cancel him. I have nothing negative to say about Taylor Swift.
We're just a humble podcast. Midnight Mixer. She's not gonna watch this.
She might. You never know. You ever think sometimes celebrities watch stuff like on their burner accounts to see what people say things about them?
I think we made a joke. I think Drake low-key watched this one time. One time, maybe. But nah, I don't think we're big enough for that.
It's getting there though.
Oh, we finna be there. We finna be there for sure because we're back.
We are so back. By the time you're seeing this, you would have probably already seen or about to see our reaction to the new album, Drake and Party Next Door.
We are gonna react to Drake and Party Next Door. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
I've been wanting to hear new Drake, but not like I'll be honest. I think I told you I don't want to hear him sneak diss Kendrick. He won.
Can't talk about his boy.
That beef. No, it's not even about that. The beef is over. He said turn the TV off. He said turn the TV off. You're in Australia. Do your thing, big bro. I just it's Valentine's Day. I just want to hear some Valentine's Day music.
I'm excited.
You know what I mean? I'm actually excited. I like Drake sometimes.
Yeah. Hopefully he's not touching on.
I don't think he's touching on, but he's definitely a
groomer.
Definitely a groomer.
Dang.
Yeah.
I remember you was conflicted.
Misusing your influence. Sometimes I did the same.
This is exactly how it feels trying to like be a Drake fan.
It's like
and a Kendrick fan.
That's my thing, and I could never hear Drake like really like rap again. I can't hear him.
Sometimes he comes on in the suite when I'm working, and I'm like, turn this
like I have
off,
to really
man.
like rework how I feel about some certain things.
Yeah.
Like first person shooter came on. I said,
first person through the mode.
That's not you though. Drake. That's not you.
Aubrey.
You suing.
It's true.
But
you a sue monster, ain't you?
A little sue monster, man. I can't. So yeah, all that tough stuff that he be talking. Like I said, I like Drake with the melodies.
I don't like Drake when he act tough.
So that's why I'm excited. I heard he getting back to his little roots or whatever with Ty Dolla $ign. I don't really know how I feel about that though.
What?
Ty Dolla $ign?
What do you mean? Getting back to his roots with Ty Dolla $ign?
Like he's getting back to like, you know, his like lover boy roots. I mean, like, let's be honest. Like, I feel like we all kind of forget that before like started from the bottom, Drake was you're getting bodied by a singing nigga. That was his quote to Meek Mill. He never even considered himself a rapper for real. So all of this tough guy bravado is bull. He's even admitted that. So yeah, back to his roots. Back to the singing.
Why do you say Ty Dolla $ign though?
Is Ty Dolla $ign not going to be on this album? It's a joint album.
It's Party Next Door.
Oh, I always get Ty Dolla $ign and Party
Do
Next
you
Door
really?
mixed up. Always. I'll be honest. Always. I've like always gotten Ty Dolla $ign and Party Next Door mixed up. I'm be honest with you. I'm not even like it. Like we could take the wine glass out of it. I would have done it. Yeah.
Really?
I think I've been saying that all day, and no one's corrected me actually. Yeah, Ty Dolla $ign and Party Next Door. They not like cousins or something?
No.
They're the same. Skin, dreads.
Party Next Door is not light skin.
Maybe I don't know what Party Next Door look like.
Who do you think Party Next Door is? Hold on. I gotta pull up a picture before we end the podcast just so you can see.
Party Next Door?
I'm looking it up for you.
Oh, let me look up some music because I could tell people about music. Party Next Door. No, I know Ty Dolla $ign.
Is he considered light skin? Oh, well,
Party Next Door is light skin.
He might be light skin.
I'ma this drinking. I'ma break you off.
That is not Party Next Door.
He was on that song though.
No, he was not.
Oh,
that is Wiz Khalifa.
Oh yeah.
What is going on?
No. That was the wine glass for sure.
That's Party. This is young Party Next Door, but he like brown skin.
That's a light skin man, bro.
Is he?
That's light skin.
No, Drake is light skin.
Bro, show me that picture again. He's like one. Stop it.
Is that light skin? I really can't
He's
tell.
been in the sun for like 5 minutes longer than Drake was in that picture. Stop it.
I think now he kind of gives a little light skin. This is Party Next Door now. But you thought this was Ty Dolla $ign?
Okay, wait. Keep that picture up. Let me see what Ty Dolla
Ty Dolla $ign's like a mix between like, you know, he got them light skin eyes.
Ty Dolla $ign is on Ornal.
Yeah, he's on Ornal, not Party Next Door.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've all my life, like I said, all my life I've been getting them mixed up.
Just two freaky
Skin, bro. with locks. Yeah. I feel like, am I the only one? Leave that in the comments, y'all. Am I the only person that gets them mixed up? Yeah, I guess I am. Everybody's gonna be like, yeah, you idiot.
And on that note, thank you for tuning in to the Midnight Mixer podcast. We're back.
We're back, baby.
Tune in next Friday at midnight, because that's when we're dropping our episodes now.
At midnight
on Friday, which means Thursday's 11:59, Friday midnight. Okay? So y'all can have a chance to listen to this episode all day. Don't hold us to it if it gets dropped a little later though. Sometimes I be needing time to edit and upload and
somebody
export.
Look, I didn't even have to put it in Google. Party Next Door and Ty Dolla $ign. It already came up, bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah, bro. I would have never gotten. Yeah, bro.
But they don't even sing the same though.
One just got eyes. One just got hazel eyes, bro.
They low key do kind of look alike.
They kind of look alike, bro.
But they don't sing the same though, so I don't know how you got their like songs confused.
I gotta hear it now, because now I just got the.
You see Persian rugs.
That's
Was
Party
you
Next
from
Door.
Nicaragua? I thought you were Persian love.
Bro, we might have to do like a Party Next Door versus Ty Dolla $ign night.
Tyler Dollar.
Tyler Dolla $ign. Damn.
Okay, anyway, he got me distracted.
My fault, y'all.
Make sure y'all follow us on all the socials. All the socials. Listen wherever you get your podcasts. Subscribe and support our YouTube. That is a huge, 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 huge help for us to keep this channel going.
Yes. We want to get to like 50K by the end of the year.
Yeah. Y'all
That's
got
the
us to
goal.
13K, and that is beautiful. I think we could definitely achieve 50K. In the meantime, be on the lookout for that reaction that is coming up. Ooh,
Well, would they be on the lookout? Because wouldn't that drop before this?
I don't know.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll figure it out. It depends on when the album drops, honestly.
Yeah.
But this camera's dying, so love y'all.
Woo.
Peace and blessings. Mwah, 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 mwah. Goodbye.
Oh, man.
Bye. Kai, say bye.
Thanks for tuning in to the Midnight Mixer.
Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff.
Stay in the mix. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, X, YouTube, and all podcast audio platforms as the Midnight Mixer.
Looking for more? Check out all the other episodes and content wherever you're tuning in from.
Until next time.